Hey everyone, this is Chaos and welcome to your guide for the all-new franchise mode in Madden NFL 22. One of the staple modes of Madden, the new franchise mode gives you more control than ever, almost feeling like a mix between being a real-life GM and playing an old-school RPG. Here's everything you need to know. Here we are starting off in the franchise mode. We're going to be going with the Steelers, my favorite NFL team. This year, franchise mode has an all-new coaching tree system. Never before have you had control over your coordinators like you do this season. You can utilize the coaching tree system to give your coaches staff points to better suit your play style and upgrade your game. So you can choose to focus on your head coach, either one of your coordinators, or even player personnel. Then you can choose whether you want to focus on offense or defense. My best recommendation is to focus on after-school tutoring, but we're going to touch on that later. So each week you can actually game plan for whatever opponent you're going to be going up against. Starting off with the defensive game plan, depending on what type of opponent you might be playing, how they like to play, you can decide what you want to focus on defending. Now switching the focus over to the offensive side of the ball, the Eagles defense has a stout defensive line and can be a little bit blitz heavy. So this week we're going to focus on countering the blitz. In this weekly strategy section, this is also where you can monitor your players' fatigue levels. You can change the practice intensity from full pads to half pads. You can also monitor who's getting the reps in practice, from your starters getting every rep, the split between them and the backups, and then entirely for the backups getting all the reps. Now what I recommend is maybe when you get to the middle of the season, start to split your reps up between the starters and the backups. And then if your older players need a little bit more rest, feel free to give those backups some more work. Each week in franchise mode, you'll have all new objectives and narratives at your disposal to upgrade your team, both specific players and coaching staff. You can choose up to 3 players to focus on upgrading in addition to their natural progression through gameplay. If you see the 3 on the bottom there that are locked, you can unlock those with the after-school tutoring from the coaching staff tree that we mentioned earlier. There are also all new specific storylines that will give you added incentives each week. Disgruntled QB struggling with the yips? Give him the pep talk he needs and then back it up with a huge performance through the air to see his stats soar. Now in your team profile, you can choose a weekly game plan goal for you to reach in order to gain staff points for your roster. These goals are going to range from low difficulty all the way down to high difficulty. Now you gain more staff points the more difficult the goal gets, so I recommend finding a middle ground in order to gain the most staff points that you can, but actually having an attainable goal for you to reach. So 200 plus rush yards, if you feel confident in your running back, go with this one. If you feel confident in your defense, maybe go with 5+ sacks. As you're talking to the media, you're going to have different choices you can make in order to shape up your weekly goals for that coming game. So here we pick stifling defense. Now for the second choice, we're going to pick disrupting the pass. We're going to base our defensive game plan around getting to the QB and getting as many sacks as we can. And based on the answers that we chose, we now have a new goal of allowing less than 200 yards for the Bills. Each week you're going to talk to the media and have different choices that you can make based on which direction you want to go with your team. Going into our playoffs for this franchise, we're going to be actually going against a rival in the Baltimore Ravens. We now have the choice of creating a hard-hitting brawl or a chess match. Based on our choice, we're going to get one attribute or the other. I personally want the hit power, maybe force some more fumbles, but based on whatever your franchise is, whichever one you feel can fit your play style, that's the choice you want to make.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, and he's gonna go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
So you made it to your ultimate goal. You're in the Super Bowl. Going into this last week, you want to make sure that you use your staff points effectively to upgrade your team for one last game. Do you want to have the best team, win multiple Lombardis, and to go undefeated every year, doing maybe the only thing that Tom Brady can't do? Well, you're going to have to continue your roster building in the offseason. There's no better way than trading for those other established players around the league. The secret to filling those holes in your roster is with superstars via the trade market. This is where you can explore trade offers with CPU AI of other teams. The CPU values draft picks, so include a couple mid-round picks along with a mid-range player on your roster, and the AI will be hard-pressed to reject. You can combine all these tips and tricks and you'll be racking up trophies on your way to glory. Thanks, and be sure to learn more and join the competition at compete.playstation.com.